Hey everybody, I want to welcome back to Desert Sky Mystic. Today we're going to be doing our love and relationship reading for Gemini for the month of August 2022. So the format of this is basically a three-in-one. We're going to have three mini readings. The first one's going to be for all of you that are in a current relationship. The next one will be for all of you that want to be in a relationship, looking for love. And the last one are going to be for those of you that are kind of on your way out of a relationship. So wanted to try to serve as many people as possible. Of course, these are general readings, so they may not apply, but if they do resonate with you, please like the video. That helps us know which ones of these messages actually land out there, and it really helps us out. So let me go on and get our overhead camera going here, and we'll jump right into the reading. All right, so August 2022, love and relationships for my Gemini friends. Okay, so this first card is going to be for those of you that are in a relationship. Second card for those of you that want to be in a relationship, looking for love. And this last one are for those of you that are on your way out of a relationship or the relationship's already over. All right, let's see what we got. Wombat Spirit. Okay, the Wombat Spirit, be at home. So this one popped up for me earlier as well, so that's kind of cool. So I really like this card for those of you, those of us that are in a relationship. I guess I'm not a Gemini, but for my Gemini friends that are in a current relationship. And the reason being is because it really speaks to the idea of being present in a relationship, being at home. It's like you're really settling in. It's kind of like when you bought a house, you move into a new house and you get that last picture hung up and everything. You just kind of take a look around and everything feels right. And that's what this Wombat Spirit card is really pushing out towards in terms of energy for me right now. And that's a great place to be at in your relationship. So let's see what these clarification cards have to say and see if we can get some more information. Oh, wrong deck. That's my advice cards. I've been using a different deck. Sorry about that. All right, let's try that again. We'll get to that deck here in a minute. Okay, letting go, maturity. Well, that's very interesting. We have the letting go card here, and that's really a card of kind of ultimate timing. And it really speaks to the idea that everything happens in its own time. The timing is always perfect. It's always the way it was meant to be. So maybe, the energy we're currently experiencing with the be at home card and really settling in and really being in a moment hasn't always been the case. That wouldn't surprise me. Relationships do go through ups and downs, but at the moment it really seems like it's settling into a good place, and it was designed that way. It happened that way exactly when it needed to happen. Everything just popped into place. So whatever those struggles were, it almost seemed like you were putting the work in, but you just one day you just kind of woke up and everything was just running the way that you wanted it to run. Everything felt the way you wanted to feel, and that's because that it was always going to be that way. We had to go through those other experiences to grow, but now we're really very much in a time of enjoying the fruits of that labor. Now we don't want to get complacent or anything, but time is now. Enjoy it. Be in the moment. I would also say that the relationship is actually kind of in a very good spot in terms of health wise. We have our maturity card here. And I think that it has gone through some trials and tribulations, and some of those have probably been pretty immature trials and tribulations, like most relationships do have to experience. So I think you got some time under your belt in this relationship. I think you're in a really good place. I also think that as the relationship moves forward, that it's going to be easier to maintain these types of energies because you have seen a lot, you have experienced a lot. You've seen some of the pitfalls, and now is the time where you get to enjoy the fruits of that labor of sticking it out and getting to the other side of those things. Moving forward is going to make those things a lot easier to recognize, to deal with, and to head off before they actually become problems. So, really, a great place to be at. Let me take a look here Let's get that other deck out that I pulled a little too soon. And let's see what the advice card is going to throw our direction today. See what this adds to our reading. What do you seek? That's a cool card to kind of add to the mix here because for me, really what that speaks to is that you are always questioning what it is you want out of this relationship, which in my opinion is a very, very healthy thing because we change, we grow as individuals, we grow as a relationship, and we have to, you know, also maneuver through and around the changes of the other person in the relationship as well. And so I think it's very healthy to always be asking yourself what it is about this relationship. What do you want out of this relationship? What it is you seek? Where do you want to go? Where do you see this relationship? Because that means you're investing time and energy and thought into this. And if you know where you want to go and it starts getting off track, well, then it's a red flag, and you can start finding those. You can start recognizing those things a little quicker and make adjustments to help move you back onto a track or a new track that you guys decide that you want to be on. There's nothing wrong with that either. So, no, I think overall, Gemini, very good reading for my Gemini friends who are currently in a relationship. So, and enjoy the good times while they're good. That's one thing that we can always count on is that there's always going to be changes. There's always going to be ups and downs, but when we are in the moment, enjoy them. Okay, so let's see what we have for our Gemini friends that are looking for love, looking for a relationship, looking to get into some of those crazy, wacky, and wild adventures that come within a relationship. Let me straighten that out. Okay, let's see what we got here. I must have. Look at that, cow spirit. The miracles are endless. So I like the cow spirit. The cow spirit looks happy to me and kind of a just in such a way that there is no expectation, kind of like the love that a dog gives to you. There is no, they just love you. And that's how this cow image appears to me, and it just happy as can be, covered in flowers, and really in his element. Now, the cow spirit, the message on the card is the miracles are endless, which in my opinion means that something's going to happen, something that you didn't expect, something you couldn't see coming. And perhaps it was something you never thought would be able to happen, yet it just works its way out, works itself out that way. Well, let me get some clarification cards here to see if we can get some more information on this. But overall, I like the Cow Spirit card for you in the month of August, Gemini. It's a good, positive card moving in the right direction. But let's see what else we have here, and let's see if we can get some clarification. You know what? What a great reading. What a great spread here. I Now that I see these other cards, the Miracle of the Endless to me actually means a little bit more. It's a little bit more impactful. I get the real sense here that you never thought that you were going to be where you're at today, that you would never be in a position to where you would think that you wanted to be in another relationship or that you could have a healthy relationship. But through a lot of work and a lot of experiences, you have gone through an evolution process that have taken you really being from on your hands and knees to being up and being who you are, being a strong, confident person, being ready, being open, and putting out in the universe that you are ready for a healthy relationship. And that is attracting the right type of person in for you. It is a really good place to be at, because a lot of times what ends up happening is that if we move too soon, if we're not right state of mind, if we're dealing with some stuff that attracts a type of person that needs to be involved in that type of stuff too, which often means they have their own kind of baggage, their own kind of complications they bring to the mix. But for you, I feel like a lot of that has been shed, and you are really in a position to enjoy a nice, healthy, romantic relationship, whatever that looks like for you, everything that you wanted that to be, you are ready for the opportunity. So when the opportunity, you are attracting that in, and the opportunity is coming, it's heading your way. So be ready for that. And I really think the miracles are endless is really speaking to the idea that you never actually thought you're going to get here. And maybe that's because there's a really bad relationship. Maybe you had some really bad self-esteem things. Maybe you had some parents that were telling you weren't good enough. I don't know what that looks like for you, but whatever it is, it's something that you've worked through. And it's some major work. You've really come a long way, and you have yourself in a really, really good position. I think that's really going to pay off. So let's take a look at what the advice card has to say and see what information, what messages it adds to the overall reading. Made for motion. I like this. You know, the made for motion card is really don't get stagnant, don't stay still. And I don't think you've done that at all. I think you've recognized whatever this process was for you. And I think you did some really good work. I think you kept things in motion. I think you knew what you wanted, but you knew that you couldn't get here unless certain things happened. So you made that stuff happen. And as you get into the relationship, those are powerful experiences and lessons, because as you get in the relationship, in order for this to be successful, it's going to be the same type of mentality, the same type of attitude, because you're going to have to grow within the relationship. You're going to have to grow within yourself. You're going to have to continually question, is this right for you? Is this right for them? Is this right? Are you guys right together? Is this the direction that we want to go? All of those things. But not in a nagging kind of negative way. It's really just testing your motives and your assumptions and making sure that you are aligned with each other. And then you won't always be aligned with each other, but when those times come, by asking those questions and getting on the same page, you can start working to those goals. Because if you don't have a goal to work with, you guys will just kind of shoot off in your own direction. So I think this is a great way to cap off this reading overall. So yeah, very exciting time for you. Gemini, for those of you that are looking for love in the month of August. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if this resonates and how that kind of plays out. That's a great reading. Very nice. Okay, let me see here. All right, let's get to our friends that are currently working themselves out of relationship, or on the back end of, or already out of relationship themselves. And let's see what kind of energies they are working with for the month of August. Life is a mystery. You have no idea what the heck happened. All you know is that this relationship is over. And the Bobcat spirit. What a picture. I love the artwork on these cards. And I almost get a sense of bewilderment to a certain degree on this. And I truly do believe that the ending of this relationship was obviously a good thing, but I'm not so sure you quite have a grasp on what's actually happened yet. Maybe it's recent, maybe you're still processing that. Maybe just the bewilderment is your go-to grief feeling. I'm not 100% sure, but I get a very much a bewilderment type of feeling out of this, and just trying to figure out what the heck happened. I thought one thing, but it was something completely different. And it may have been, it could have been like infidelity on their part, is something along those lines too. Like you thought everything was going great. Next thing you find out, they're seeing somebody else. I mean, I don't know what it was, but it seems like it was sudden. It seems like you didn't see it coming, and of course, that is probably a pretty painful thing. I would imagine that it is. So I'm sorry for sure that you are having to deal with that at this moment. But the good thing is, I do feel like this was something that did need to end, and that you are going to be moving to a better place. But let's take a look at some of the details here and see if we can get some more information. Man, that picture. I love the artwork on these cards. All right. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so very much so. I think first and foremost, one of the most important messages here for you is to understand that it is important to let yourself feel what you are going to feel. That whatever this is going to shift. This is going to kind of it's going to jump around on you. I think, it's going to be bewilderness. It's going to be anger. It's going to be sadness. It's going to be guilt. It's going to be all of the range of emotions that we go through, especially when, something like especially when the rug is pulled out from under our feet. It's important to understand that it's okay to be feeling these things. It's natural to feel these things. It is necessary to feel these things, to process this, to heal, to get to where you really need to go. So to kind of further support that here, I got the going with the flow. And I think that's really just kind of reinforcing the idea that just take this as it comes, one foot in front of the other, day by day. And when you feel these emotions, if you need to cry, then cry. If you need to be angry, then be angry. Try not to get yourselves in situations that, complicate the situation. I mean, don't go key the guy's or the gal's car or whatever that is for you. If you need to take out some aggressions, go to the gym, hit a punching bag, make sure it's in healthier types of outlets. But go with the flow and really let yourself feel what you need to feel here. I think it's important for your recovery. And the more of this that you do, the quicker you will recover, the quicker this will make sense for you. Because again, I do think there is a real component of you don't understand what's happened. A bewilderment. The bewilderment is the word I keep coming back to. So I'm really sorry for that, but you'll get through this. Keep your head up. Let's see though. Let's check out the advice card. Let's see if it adds anything useful to the overall reading and see what we can pull from this. Ask questions. Be a curious question. Be a curious creature. I mean, I think it's okay to try to figure this out, but I wouldn't dwell on the idea of going back to this person and asking him what did I do or what happened, and those types of things. And be done with this person. Whatever happened here, I do feel like they pulled the rug out from under you. They are not worth your energy. If you're going to spend that type of energy, look within yourself. You analyze that. Do you be honest too? Be honest with what you did contribute. Be honest with what they contributed. Really take a good look at this and be curious. You want to know, because again, these experiences will better prepare us to live life and have other experiences in a healthier way in the future. We'll have healthier relationships. It will allow us to recognize earlier on when there are patterns that we have experienced before, and maybe red flags, and allow us to get out of future relationships before we commit or are too invested in them. So these all hold value. So definitely be curious about this. Do some internal exploration. Ask those questions, not to them. Forget them. They're done. Whatever, even if this was 100% your fault, who cares? This is over with. Move on. Don't waste one more ounce of energy with this person. Look to yourself, process and feel what you have to feel. Take this one day at a time. You'll get through it. And ask those questions. Really analyze yourself. Really be honest with yourself. And when all that happens, you will move to a much better place, much better place. Okay, so Gemini, that is what I have for our love and relationship readings for the month of August 2022. I hope this has helped. I hope it's been useful. I hope some of these messages landed. I know some of them will land for some of you. If that is the case for you, if it resonates, please like the video. It helps me know when they do land. It's very helpful. Thank you for that. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. And it helps us out quite a bit in terms of our growth and so forth. It allows us to keep making content. So that is what again, that's what I have for the month of August for you, Gemini. Thank you once again for watching, and we will see you next time.